That's awesome.
What? What the fuck? I don't like where this is going. Stop! Stop! No, 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 no. Please, Larry, you don't understand. You don't know what you're doing here.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. I'm the Osnator, and today, man, we got a big treat for you guys today because we are doing the WWE draft, or more so the 2K20 draft to be specific. Yes. So, to basically, oh shit, we got Thomas in the chat. What's up, Thomas? Good to see you. We got Shadow in the chat. What's up, Shadow? I'm doing good. And we are getting started here because today, like I said before, we are doing the 2K20 draft. And basically what the 2K20 draft, to basically recap, we did a bunch of one-night tournaments back a while ago, and we determined our first champions. But in order to have a roster, you got to have more than just your champions. So today we are basically we're just going to determine who's going to be on your rosters. He's like, best way to spend a sick day. Well, I hope you're doing better, Thomas, because I hope you're not sick, man. And we already got a bunch of votes here to determine who's going to have the better roster. This is going to be a freaking fantastic competition here. My friend Will is going to be joining us soon, hopefully. But I'm going to be doing 3 separate rounds. We're going to be doing tag teams, women's superstars, and of course the men's. But first, let me show you the rosters so far. I'm going to bring up the tier thing that I made for the rosters. And we got my friend Will in the house. What's up, Will?
So
you are just in time. I was just about to reveal who our champions are to basically recap. First, we got the tag teams, our Raw tag team champions, Breezango.
okay.
Our SmackDown tag team champions, The Revival.
Okay.
We got NXT tag team champions, the Viking Raiders.
Looking good.
And then for our women's champions, we got Raw Women's Champion Candice LeRae.
Nice.
We got SmackDown Women's Champion Asuka. And of course, we got NXT Women's Champion Bayley.
Nice.
And of course, for our mid-card champions, our United States champion, Seth Rollins.
Of course.
Intercontinental champion, Kevin Owens. And NXT North American champion, Oney Lorcan.
Nice.
And then, of course, the faces of our brand, the world champions, our Universal champion, Adam Cole. Our WWE champion, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. And NXT champion, Finn Balor.
Looks like a good list.
So far, because we are starting with the tag team draft, which will basically be for determine who will be part of the tag team divisions on each roster. And of course, we have this huge wheel here. There's going to be 3 wheels. And we are just going to determine who is going to be on the roster. And of course, we did a spin-off episode to determine who will be getting the first pick in each round. And of course, for the tag team draft, SmackDown is going to get the first pick, followed by NXT, and Monday Night Raw will get the last pick of the first round. So, Will, are you ready to see who will be pick number 1 in the draft for SmackDown?
Yes.
Let us get underway here. As the wheel is spinning, who will be draft pick number 1? It is going to be Mustache Mountain, Tyler Bate, and Trent Seven, former NXT Tag Team Champions, joining the Blue Brand. What do you think about this, Will?
That's pretty good. I feel like they do have a chance in SmackDown. I feel like they can make a movement.
Hell yeah, man. Tyler Bate, Trent Seven. Also, fun fact, Tyler Bate is the first ever United Kingdom champion.
He is that.
So definitely a great pick for SmackDown right out of the gate. Taking advantage of that. Great job for the Mustache Mountain. And next up, NXT is going to get the second draft pick. Who will be joining the Viking Raiders over there on NXT? We're going to spin the wheel. And joining the NXT brand is going to be
Heavy Machinery.
Heavy Machinery, Otis
Okay.
and Tucker. Otis, a former Mr. Money in the Bank. And Tucker, well, he's done nothing. But, Will, what do you think about Heavy Machinery joining NXT?
I think it's pretty good. I feel like they're pretty good in NXT.
Good deal. Now I just got to find Tucker here. We're going to, oh, God. Oh, no. Where am I going? Now I got to find him. Oh, there he is. So NXT already making a bit of a heavyweight roster here. This seems to be a very, very meaty roster. Two big boy teams for NXT right out of the gate with Viking Raiders and Heavy Machinery. But now Raw gets the last pick here. Who is going to be part of the Raw roster? Let us see who will basically cap off round one. And, the Street Profits.
Okay.
Joining Monday Night Raw, the Street Profits, former NXT Tag Team Champions, former Raw Tag Team Champions, former SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Great pick for Monday Night Raw. Will, what is your thoughts on the Street Profits joining Monday Nights?
Probably another shot at the championships.
Oh, hell yeah. Do you think they're going to give Breezango a run for their money?
Definitely.
And with that is the end of round one of the tag team draft. What did you think about the the tag team draft so far?
Pretty good choices for each brand. Each brand is separating from good talent, so let's see what they do with the singular talent, see where they're going with that.
Well, however, we still got more rounds of the tag team division to go here, but we are going to shuffle this a couple of times here to make this a little fair here. I shuffled it twice, and now we are going to get on with round two of the tag team draft. Who will be joining at, I believe NXT, or no, SmackDown gets the third pick. Oh. SmackDown gets the Usos. Former multiple-time tag team champions, considered to be one of the best tag teams in the world, Jimmy and Jay Uso. Will, what do you think about Jimmy and Jay joining the blue brand?
The good old bloodline. They're going to make some history in blue brand for sure.
And they are actually going to be reuniting with Roman Reigns on SmackDown, Will.
Yes, they are.
I have a feeling that the bloodline is going to be demolishing SmackDown as we speak.
Let's hope so it will.
Good Lord, man. SmackDown coming in with the tag teams already, taking advantage of their brand picks. But now, let us see who will be the number 2 pick for NXT. Bunch of big names still on the board. Oh, they got a big team here. Big E and Xavier Woods, the New Day. As you can see, Kofi Kingston not on the list because he is actually going to be in the singles draft later on. But man, what is there to say about the New Day? Multiple-time tag team champions, great singles careers for both Big E and Kofi Kingston. But it's a possibility that the New Day are going to be split up in the draft. So, Will, what is your thoughts on the New Day joining NXT?
they're gonna rain some hell on NXT and bring some fire and passion to it for sure. And
Absolutely.
if they do split up, I'm pretty sure they would do damn well all split up together.
It's a huge possibility here. As man, a lot of great teams already selected in the first 2 rounds, but now Monday Night Raw is at the wheel now, and they are spinning here as they are going to get here. Another great pick for Monday Night Raw, the Hardy Boys. One of the most decorated tag teams in professional wrestling. Held basically every tag team championship there is to hold. Great singles careers for Matt and Jeff. And they are looking to make a big statement over on the Red brand. What is your thoughts on the Hardy Boys joining Monday nights?
The Hardy Boys is definitely going to let it loose for sure on the good old Red brand for sure. I can't wait. It's going to be fun and exciting and electrifying.
It's going to be a hell of a time. Now I just got to find Matt. And there is Matt right now. So as the second round comes to a close, Will, what did you think about the second round?
Pretty good people, pretty good tag teams for the separate brands. All of them are definitely going to bring some fun and exciting to each brand.
Absolutely. Great stuff for both brands. And I'm going to shuffle them up 3 times this time, as now we are going to get set with round 3 for the tag team draft. As SmackDown gets another pick here, are they going to get another huge pick?
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are. Daniel Bryan and Rowan. Of course, Daniel Bryan, a multiple-time world champion, and Rowan has held tag team gold before. This team has held SmackDown tag team gold before. Will, what do you think about Bryan and Rowan coming to the blue brand?
They were always born to be on the blue brand for sure.
They are blue brand for life. And now NXT gets their third pick here in the... Oh, wait, hang on a minute. No, okay, this pick does not count, but... well, actually, it kind of does, because Daniel Bryan and Rowan are officially out of the draft. So the Lucha House Party are, I believe, the next team to be picked on the NXT roster. And, of course, Kalisto not on said, because, again, he's going to be in the singles brand singles draft later on. What are your thoughts on Lucha House Party?
Lucha House Party is some pretty crazy people. Some high-flying type of tag team. Definitely do have some chances to get the gold for sure. No doubt about that.
Now, do you think this team is going to struggle due to the fact that they have a bunch of huge tag teams to go up against?
I don't think they'll struggle. I'm pretty sure they'll bring some fun, and with their style of wrestling, I'm pretty sure they'll bring a good fit.
Absolutely here. And like I said, we are going to remove... oh, wait. Never mind. I did not look at that. So we have 6 more teams here, and we are going to be drafting the next pick for Monday Night Raw. Is Monday Night Raw going to get a big pick? And yes, they are.
Ooh.
Cesaro and Sheamus, also known as The Bar. A decorated team in their own right, multiple-time tag team champions. Cesaro, a former United States champion. Sheamus, a former world champion. I mean, this is definitely a huge pick for the Red brand as well.
Yes, it is.
What are your thoughts on Cesaro and Sheamus?
Definitely some big dudes who can bring a good fight, to be honest. Their style of tag teams is pretty unbeatable, I feel like. But I feel like they do have a chance for like every opponent that comes to them. I feel like any opponent who comes to them has no chance at all.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. So now that round 3 of the tag team draft has ended, what are your thoughts on round 3?
I feel like round 3 has been a lot better than the other 2 rounds because more talent has come out of round 3. And I feel like some tag team championships will be changed with the round 3 opponents, will tag teams. And brands have been pretty good so far with their choice of talent.
Very nice, very nice. And now we are going to shuffle it 4 times this time, as we are going to begin round 4. And SmackDown looking to get a very big pick here. And they are getting a big pick with the Undisputed Era. Kyle Fish and Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish joining the blue brand. Of course, former NXT Tag Team Champions. Kyle O'Reilly had a match of the year against Finn Balor at NXT TakeOver, and now they are looking to dominate the main roster, the blue brand. What are your thoughts on the Undisputed Era?
If they were as big as they were in NXT, I feel like they'll rain some hell on the main roster for SmackDown, but I don't feel like they could do that anymore.
Indeed so, because Adam Cole, the Universal Champion, is on Monday Night Raw, so they are separated from Adam Cole for now. What is going to happen to Roderick Strong? We're going to have to wait and see when we get to the singles draft. And now we are down to the final 4 picks of the tag team draft, and NXT gets the next pick, and they're getting Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder. The Major Brothers, former tag team champions. Now, do not count these guys out. They may look like the underdogs, but they can sure put up a hell of a fight.
Yes, they can.
Zack Ryder, former tag team champion, former United States champion, and former Intercontinental champion, and Kurt Hawkins, a former tag team champion. What are your thoughts on Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins?
Definitely look like some underdogs, but like you said, they can bring a fight for sure. They sure as hell can bring the party to the show.
Absolutely. And now Monday Night Raw's next pick. We still got 3 teams left here, and it looks like Monday Night Raw.
And Anderson.
Hell yeah, the Good Brothers. Former Raw Tag Team Champions of their own right. They are definitely going to be joining their friend Adam Cole over there on Monday nights. What are your thoughts on the Good Brothers?
The Good Brothers are a pretty good tag team. And with Adam Cole being on the Raw, I feel like they could rain hell on the fucking Raw for sure. Guaranteed.
It looks like Raw is about to get all elite here. And once again, another round comes to a close. Damn. I mean, a lot of great tag teams already out of the gate, and we got 2 more tag teams. But seeing as how Raw will not be getting another tag team, what are your thoughts on this recent round?
Pretty good round. I feel like Raw is gonna definitely be electrifying for sure with Adam Cole and Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Definitely going to be some good fights and main events to be Raw.
And now, the moment of truth, the last round, and only SmackDown and NXT are getting these draft picks, seeing as how Raw did not got last place. So now this is going to determine who is going to the blue and black and gold brands. Let us find out. And going to SmackDown is Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas.
The B team, let's go.
And AOP going to NXT. But first off, let's talk about Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas. Again, 2 wrestlers with wrestling in their blood. Axel, the son of Mr. Perfect. And, of course, you got Bo Dallas, who is the son of IRS. And, of course, former tag team champions, of course. And you also have Curtis Axel, a former Intercontinental champion, and Bo Dallas, a former NXT champion. So what are your thoughts on the B team joining SmackDown?
I feel like they're pretty good. I mean, honestly, don't really have any faith in them, but I feel like they could put up a good fight and make me eat my words.
Interesting. And now and then of course, Akam and Razor joining NXT. Again, another big tag team here. And what is there really to say about Akam and Razor, former NXT tag team champions? They were the winners of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, and they are former Raw tag team champions. So the AOP looking to once again reign supreme on the NXT brand.
They will sure as hell
on the
reign
AOP.
Hell. They would sure as hell reign hell on NXT for sure and get those tag team titles back.
Absolutely. We got Ninjoid in the chat. What's up, Ninjoid? And now let's take a look at our roster so far. I mean, it's been a hell of a draft so far, and I would like to just pull up to see what our tag team rosters are looking at. I mean, I don't want to make any predict. Oh wait, nope, that is not the screen I wanted to share. Such a botch. This is going on Botchamania. And here we go. This is what the rosters are looking like so far. Now, Will, judging by what you're seeing right now, who do you think has the best tag team roster as of this current moment?
To be honest, I feel like NXT has a pretty good roster so far, and I feel like that's going to be a good show to watch.
All right, Will said NXT. Very, very strong, but a very strong showing from all three rosters. And now it is time to get into the women's draft. This is going to be huge. As once again, we are going to bring up the wheel. And like beforehand, we did the women's triple threat elimination to see who will be getting the picks. And Raw is going to get the first pick. SmackDown's going to get the second pick. And the third, and NXT will get the last pick. So, of course, we got a bunch of names right out of the gate. So we are just going to kick things off into high gear. Who is going to be Monday Night Raw's first pick in this draft? And it is going to be
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley. She is going to be joining the Raw brand alongside Candice LeRae. Rhea Ripley, a former NXT Women's Champion, former Raw Women's Champion. What are your thoughts on Rhea Ripley joining the Raw roster?
She's definitely going to go for the title for sure. She is definitely one of the best women fighters in my opinion. She definitely has some talent, and she should be the face of the business.
Very, very well said. Now let us get into SmackDown's SmackDown's first pick. Not SmackDown's second pick, but you understand what I'm trying to say. And the first pick for SmackDown is going to be Lacey Evans. Interesting first pick for SmackDown. Of course, Lacey Evans has challenged for the women's titles before, but she has never been able to win the big one. Can she win the big one on the blue brand? Will, give me your thoughts on Lacey Evans.
To be honest, I don't feel like she could win big in SmackDown because I feel like they use her just like as a little side piece, basically, just for shits and giggles. But, I mean, she could be an underdog and go for the title, but from now on, I don't see that happening.
Very interesting choice of words, my friend. Very interesting choice. And now we are getting to NXT's first pick. Who will NXT be getting for their first pick in the draft, and it looks like it is going to be Zelina Vega. That is a very interesting choice for NXT. Zelina Vega, a former manager of Andrade. And she is going to be joining Bayley, the NXT Women's Champion, on the Black and Gold brand. Will, what is your thoughts on Zelina Vega?
I feel like she does better managing than actually being just a wrestler in general.
Okay, very, very interesting. Now, what were your thoughts on the first round of the women's draft?
So far, Raw is stepping up their game of their talent for sure.
They're definitely stepping up their women's division, and they probably have the better women's division so far.
Yes, they do.
But how much better, we are going to see in the second round of the draft as Monday Night Raw gets their second pick. Who are they going to get for Monday Night Raw? It looks like they are going to be getting Ronda Rousey. God damn. I mean, of course, what is there to say about Ronda Rousey that has not been said before? She is basically the definition of one of the greatest athletes on the planet. She is a former UFC bantamweight champion, and she is a former Raw Women's Champion. She's only lost one match, and that was in a triple threat match. She is definitely going to be a threat to be reckoned with on Raw. What are your thoughts about Ronda Rousey joining Raw?
Definitely, Raw is definitely getting better female talent than the other brands for sure.
So far, I think you're right. I think Ronda Rousey is definitely going to be a big pick for probably Monday Night Raw, and I don't think anybody can really redeem themselves. Or can they? Let's find out for its SmackDown second pick. As it's spinning continuously, and SmackDown's going to get Ember Moon. But just barely, though. It looked like that they were probably going to get Dana Brooke. Not necessarily a bad thing, but Ember Moon definitely a better pick for the blue brand. And Ember Moon, a former NXT Women's Champion, former NXT Tag Team Women's Champion. So, of course, Ember Moon not being a former Women's Champion. Do you think that this is a great pick for SmackDown?
Definitely is a great pick for SmackDown. For sure. Ember Moon is definitely a high flyer. And with moves, titles might change. Tag team women's titles might change too.
Very, very good take, Will. Very good take. And now let's get to NXT's third pick. Who is NXT going to grab as the third pick? They are going to grab Sarah Logan. NXT with the interesting picks. I don't know what really is there to say about Sarah Logan, a member of the Riot Squad, joining NXT. What are your thoughts about Sarah Logan?
Not really a fan of Sarah Logan, even though she's part of the Riot Squad, but let's hope she does better with her singular talent. See if she doesn't need her teammates to back her up. See what she could do in NXT.
Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. What are your thoughts about this latest round of the draft?
So far, Raw is winning for sure. That's all I got to say.
They are indeed. Although SmackDown may have redeemed themselves a little bit with that last with Ember Moon, I think Ronda Rousey's just too big of a pick. And now Monday Night Raw is going to get their next pick. Who is Monday Night Raw going to get? Is it going to be a big pick? They are going to get Carmella. I mean, Carmella, she is the first Miss Money in the Bank. She is the first person to win it twice, and she is a former SmackDown Women's Champion. And now she joins the Red brand. What are your thoughts on Carmella joining Raw?
Definitely a good pick for Raw. since she was indeed the first ever women's Miss Money in the Bank. And she does pretty good talent for her size. She's pretty good.
Very good. Pretty good. Pretty good. And now we are going to be looking at SmackDown's next pick. As the wheel is going to spin, who is going to be SmackDown's pick? It's going to be Liv Morgan. One of the more some would say she's probably one of the more unappreciative talents of the in today, as she is very underrated. Do you think that Liv Morgan is going to be able to make a name for herself on the blue brand?
I feel like she can. I feel like she come out as the underdog swinging. I feel like she does. She could prove herself. I don't know.
All right. Very interesting. Very interesting. And now NXT is going to get their next pick, and NXT is going to get. Oh, they are going to get. It looks like Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose, she's basically been the lover of Otis. She has not been able to really get anything. Not really able to get any momentum behind her, but. Do you think that with this change of scenery, do you think Mandy Rose is going to be able to last in the women's division?
I feel like she can. Mandy Rose is a pretty strong lady. She could back herself up. Like she definitely can go for gold for sure.
And what were your thoughts on that most recent round?
So far, NXT is doing pretty good for themselves right now. So far.
All right. Very, very cool. And now we are on Raw's next pick. Who is Raw going to get? It looks like Raw is going to get, and it looks like Bianca Belair. Very, very good pick here for Monday Night Raw. Bianca, a Women's Royal Rumble winner. She is a former SmackDown Women's Champion. And now it looks like Bianca Belair is joining the Red brand. What are your thoughts on Bianca joining Raw?
Bianca does have pretty good talent so far. Raw could definitely come out winning this for sure.
Absolutely. It's obviously the advantage of Raw having the first pick. And now we are going to be looking at SmackDown's next pick. Who is SmackDown going to get? SmackDown is going to get Alicia Fox. Alicia Fox, a veteran and she is I believe she's a former Divas champion, but other than that, she has not been able to get any championship success. Do you think now that Alicia Fox is now on the blue brand, do you think that Alicia Fox is going to be is going to be a future women's champion?
I feel like she can. So far with the way the brand look, I feel like she definitely could do it.
Very interesting. And LDG says facts. What's facts? I don't know. Something's going on over there. Next, we got NXT's next pick in the draft. Who is NXT going to nab? And it looks like it's going to be Sonya Deville. Again, NXT is just struggling here. I mean, not a lot of big, huge picks here for NXT. I mean, Sonya Deville, obviously, she has basically been the assistant general manager for Adam Pearce. So, I mean, do you think now that she's back in active competition, do you think that Sonya Deville is going to make a statement here in the division?
I feel like she's definitely going to make a statement in the division for sure.
And actually, she's actually going to be joining up with Mandy Rose again. So that'll be a very interesting time for both of them.
Yeah.
We got Kavari in the chat. What's up, Kavari? Again, what were your thoughts on this recent round?
NXT is definitely stepping it up a little bit.
I think NXT needs to step it up big time to have a great women's division here.
Yeah.
But speaking of great women's divisions, Monday Night Raw is going to continue to nab another pick. Who is Monday Night Raw going to get? And it looks to be Toni Storm. Toni Storm joining Monday nights. And now Toni Storm, a former NXT UK Women's Champion, looking to make it big in the Raw Women's Division. What are your thoughts on Toni Storm?
Toni Storm is definitely pretty good talent. She definitely could step it up in the Raw for sure.
Very good, very good. And now we are heading into our next SmackDown pick. Who is SmackDown going to get? And it looks like SmackDown is going to get Maryse. Maryse joining SmackDown. And Maryse, again, former Divas champion, wife to The Miz. And do you think that Maryse is going to have one more shot at the gold here on the blue brand?
For sure.
Very nice. Very nice. And now let's get into NXT's next pick on the NXT brand. Who is NXT going to grab? NXT, of course, is going to grab Nia Jax. Former Raw Women's Champion, former Women's Tag Team Champion. Nia Jax is a very, very mean, big demolisher. Do you think Nia Jax is going to be a huge force here in the women's division?
For sure. She's
And
definitely going to be a lean machine. For sure.
And I'm seeing that NXT is focusing more on the bigger competitors. So very, very interesting for the NXT brand. And what do you think about the round, this most recent round?
So far, this round has gone pretty good for all brands.
Very, very good. And now Raw is getting their next pick, and it looks like Raw is going to get Becky Lynch. The man is joining Raw alongside her husband, Seth Rollins. Becky is a former Raw Women's Champion, SmackDown Women's Champion. She's a Women's Royal Rumble winner. I believe she's the longest reigning Raw Women's Champion.
She's everything.
Exactly. So Becky Lynch, another huge pick for Monday Night Raw. Do you think Monday Night Raw is going to basically be the queens of the Raw of the women's divisions?
For sure.
I mean, my God, there's so many names in this division. I don't know how Raw is going to be able to maintain it, but we're just going to have to wait and see as we are now looking into SmackDown's next pick. And it looks like SmackDown's going to grab Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke, again, hasn't really done much, but again, a change of scenery might help her here. Do you think that Dana Brooke is going to last in the women's division?
To be honest, really, no. I don't have any faith that she's going to become that big of talent.
All right, fair enough. And now NXT is going to get their next pick here. And it looks like NXT is going to grab Peyton Royce. Peyton Royce, a member of the Iconics. Peyton Royce, also a former women's tag team champion. Do you think that Peyton Royce has what it takes to be one of the best of the women's division?
I feel like she does better as a tag team than a singular division for sure.
Very, very, very interesting. And now we are going to shuffle once again as we are going to determine who is going to be the next pick for Monday Night Raw. As, again, we have 17 more picks to go here, and we got For Monday Night Raw, Raw is going to grab Ruby Riott. Again, for a lot of people, a very underrated women's superstar. And due to the fact that she's joining a lot of big names here, do you think that Ruby Riott is going to be a very do you think that Ruby Riott is going to stand a chance there on the Raw roster?
She definitely could stand a chance on the roster.
Fair enough. And now we are got another pick for SmackDown, and SmackDown is going to grab Maria Kanellis. I mean, she is the wife of Mike Kanellis, and she's got the power of love on her side. Do you think the power of love is going to bring her to the SmackDown Women's Championship?
Nope.
All right, that's a good answer there. NXT getting their next pick here, and NXT looking to grab a big name, and they do. They grab Sasha Banks right out of. So it looks like Sasha is going to be joining her best friend Bayley over on NXT, and it looks like Sasha could be a huge contender here. And do you think that this is NXT's biggest pick yet?
It definitely is.
Very, very nice. So we are going to shuffle them, of course, and we are going to shuffle them 9 times. And Raw is getting their next pick here. Who is going to be going to Monday Night Raw? It is, of course, going to be Charlotte Flair. She is the daughter of Ric Flair, and she has basically done it all on the roster. She is a former women's tag team champion, former Raw women's champion, former SmackDown women's champion. She's actually the first Raw women's champion, and she is also a former Divas champion, former NXT women's champion. She has done it all. Do you think that Charlotte is going to make it big on Raw?
For sure.
All right. And now SmackDown's next pick is going to be Dakota Kai. Of course, she is a former NXT Women's Tag Team Champion. She's actually the first NXT Women's Tag Team Champion, and she is also a former Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic winner. Dakota Kai absolutely bringing in a great do you think that Dakota Kai is going to make it big on SmackDown?
I feel like she does, but I don't know.
I think we're just going to have to wait and see. And now we're getting to NXT's next pick, as NXT is going to grab Shayna Baszler. Longest reigning NXT Women's Champion. She's just been she was a dominant force in NXT. She's a former 2-time NXT Women's Tag Team Champion. Shayna Baszler obviously now going to be joining the Black and Gold brand. Do you think that Shayna Baszler is going to make it big in NXT?
Yes, she is.
Good stuff. And now Raw is getting their next pick. And now Raw is going to grab, it looks like it could be Io Shirai, but it could be Lana, though.
Nope, Io.
Raw gets Io Shirai, but just barely. Of course, Io Shirai, a former NXT Women's Champion, and she's a NXT Women's Tag Team Champion. So, of course, Io Shirai going to be joining the Raw roster. Do you think that Io Shirai is going to make it big on Raw?
She definitely is, for sure. I have very high faith in her.
Very good, very good. And now SmackDown is up next on the board, as SmackDown is going to grab Tamina. I mean, she's had many chances to become the top women's superstar. She's never been able to grab that spot, but Tamina looking to make it big on SmackDown. Do you think with a new roster and just a new brand, do you think that Tamina is going to make it big on SmackDown?
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, very, very nice. And now NXT's next pick. Who is NXT going to grab next? And it looks like NXT is going to grab Mickie James. A very good pick here by NXT. Of course, Mickie James, she is basically one of the best women's superstars of all time. She's a multiple-time women's champion. She's a former Divas champion, and it looks like Mickie James is looking to join NXT to maybe get one more shot at the gold. Do you think Mickie James has what it takes to basically outlast any of these women's superstars?
Definitely does have a chance.
Very, very nice. And now we are getting down to the wire here. We got 8 wrestlers left. Let's see who Raw is going to grab. It looks like Raw is going to grab Mia Yim. She is not in Retribution anymore, but she was in Retribution. So do you think that Mia Yim can redeem herself on Monday Night Raw?
For sure.
I mean, especially against a huge roster. I mean, some of these superstars are going to be possibly not anywhere close to where they want to be, but that's just what happens when you get a huge, colossal roster here. So let's hope Mia Yim does not go down and gets lost in the shuffle here as SmackDown gets their next pick, and SmackDown grabs Alexa Bliss. I mean, what is there to say about Alexa Bliss? She is a former women's tag team champion, former Raw women's champion, former SmackDown women's champion. Alexa Bliss looking to join the blue brand. What are your thoughts on Alexa Bliss?
Alexa Bliss can definitely bring some fire to the blue brand for sure.
Good stuff. Good stuff. And now it's time to see who NXT get. Not a lot of big names. Well, not a lot of big names left. As NXT is going to get Lana. Lana joining the black and gold brand here. I mean, Lana, again, has improved a lot. And it looks like Lana is going to be willing to get a chance here on the black and gold brand. Do you think Lana is going to stand a chance in a women's division filled with Nia Jax, Bayley, Shayna Baszler, Sasha Banks, Mickie James? Where do you think Lana is going to be at the end of Universe mode?
She definitely does have a chance for sure.
Very interesting. Very interesting. As now we're just getting down to the wire here. 5 more picks here for whatever brand. And now it looks like the next pick for Raw, it looks like it's going to be, yes, Natalya. I mean, again, what is there to say about Natalya that hasn't been said already? She is the daughter of Jim the Anvil Neidhart. She is a former Divas champion, former SmackDown Women's champion, and she is also a women's tag team champion. So Natalya has done it all basically done it all. But do you think that Natalya has what it takes to get one more championship?
I feel like she does have to get that one championship left.
Absolutely. And now we got 4 more picks left. Kairi Sane, Nikki Cross, Billie Kay, and Naomi. Who is going to SmackDown?
Kairi.
And it looks Kairi Sane going to SmackDown. Again, what a pick here for the Smack Blue brand, former NXT Women's Champion, and she is also a former Women's Tag Team Champion. So therefore, Kairi Sane has. Do you think Kairi Sane has what it takes to be on SmackDown?
She definitely does have what it takes to be on SmackDown for sure.
Very nice, very nice. And now we are going to see who NXT is going to grab. Is it going to be Nikki Cross, Billie Kay, or Naomi? And it looks like it is going to be indeed Billie Kay joining the NXT brand. She is going to be joining her partner, her friend, Peyton Royce. So Billie Kay going to be looking to take NXT by storm. Do you think now that with Peyton Royce, do you think that the Iconics are going to wreak havoc on NXT?
Yes, they are.
Good shit. And now it is down to this. The last two women in this draft. This is going to be very interesting who's going to Raw and SmackDown here. But it looks like going to Monday Night Raw is going to be Naomi. Naomi going to Raw and Nikki Cross going to SmackDown. I mean, of course, Naomi, former SmackDown Women's Champion. A lot of people will say she is definitely underused, and I agree with that. And so Naomi going to be joining Raw, and of course Nikki Cross going to be joining the Blue brand. It looks like Nikki Cross is going to be reunited with Alexa Bliss. And so far, I mean, this has been a very, very compelling WWE draft. I mean, we're just going to unshare the screen here, and we are, of course, going to be showing off the rosters once again, as we're going to be taking a look at. Nope, that is not what I wanted to do. It's back on Botchamania, ladies and gentlemen. So here are your rosters currently. I will definitely give everyone a recap once we get all the rosters in order. But seeing all these rosters, Will, who do you think has the best women's roster right now?
Raw, for sure.
I have to agree with you. Raw is looking very stacked when it comes to the Raw women's division. However, not all the divisions are nothing to sneeze at either. So it is going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen. And of course, we save the best for last. We are doing the WWE males draft. We did 3 separate drafts, but now it is the culmination. Who is going to, go to whatever brand? And of course, looking at my paper here, it looks like NXT is going to be getting the first pick, followed by SmackDown, then Raw. This is going to be huge, ladies and gentlemen. And without further ado, let's see NXT's first pick. Is NXT going to be able to take advantage of this opportunity? And it looks like they're going to get a very good pick right out of the gate here. Buddy Murphy going to be joining the Black and Gold brand. Buddy Murphy, a former Raw Tag Team Champion and a former Cruiserweight Champion. Do you think that Buddy Murphy now going to the Black and Gold brand, do you think Buddy Murphy is going to be one of the top contenders for any of the championships?
I don't feel like they are.
All right. Very, very interesting take there. But now we're going to see SmackDown looking to see who SmackDown is going to get for their first pick. And it looks like for SmackDown's first pick is going to be Jinder Mahal. Very interesting second pick or first pick for the Blue brand, as they're looking to, look at who is, going to be a underappreciated star, as Jinder Mahal, a former WWE champion, a former United States champion. So Jinder Mahal is has held titles before. Do you think that Jinder Mahal is going to last in this division?
Probably not. He is a big name, I'll give him that, but I don't feel like he does have a chance.
Alrighty. Very interesting take there, but it looks like we're going to be continuing with Raw's first pick, and it looks like Raw is going to grab, Ali. Of course, Ali. I don't think Ali's won a championship yet, so Ali is definitely going to look to prove himself on the red brand, of course. Now, what do you think about Ali joining Raw?
He definitely can wreak havoc for sure.
Good stuff. Good stuff. And now we are on round 2 of the draft, and NXT looking to get their second pick here. And who is going to be NXT's second pick? It is going to be Noam Dar. Man, this draft so far, I mean, the beginning picks have been very interesting, particularly for NXT. It looks like NXT is looking for more talent that's hasn't necessarily been successful, and Noam Dar hasn't really been successful yet. So, do you think with the new change of scenery, do you think Noam Dar is going to be a big player in the NXT division?
Definitely, for sure.
All right. And now SmackDown gets their next pick. Who is SmackDown going to get? It looks like SmackDown is going to get Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston, a member of the New Day, and it looks like the New Day is indeed going to be split up here. As you know, the other members of the New Day are on NXT, and Kofi going to be joining SmackDown. Do you think that with Kofi no longer with the New Day, do you think that Kofi is going to have to prove himself as a singles competitor?
He definitely can prove himself for a singles competitor. Unfortunately, I have to go right now, so.
Oh, you have to go?
Yeah.
All right, man. No problem. Thanks for coming on, Will.
Yeah, no problem. Hopefully these rosters get better, though.
Hell yeah. All right. So now we're going to be taking a look at our next pick here in the draft. Hope you're all been enjoying this. The next pick for Raw, it looks like it is going to be Tommaso Ciampa, former NXT champion, former NXT Tag Team Champion. Ciampa looking to prove himself on Raw. Man, this Raw might have gotten the best pick of that round, to be completely fair here. Big pick, Tommaso Ciampa. And so now we are going to shuffle again. And now, once again, we are going to continue on with this draft. Still a lot of names on the wheel here, and it looks like NXT is going to grab, Brock Lesnar. That is probably the biggest pick so far. Brock Lesnar, former Universal Champion, WWE Champion, NCAA, King of the Ring, Royal Rumble, UFC Champion, you name it. Brock Lesnar has done it all. And now Brock Lesnar going to be joining the NXT brand. Never thought I'd say that. And now SmackDown going to get their next pick. As SmackDown is going to grab Cedric Alexander. Okay. Good stuff so far. I think this round might be one of the better rounds, to tell you the truth. I mean, you got, again, another very, very good pick here. Another pick that, again, a lot of people would say has been underutilized here. So I guess SmackDown right now is the brand is really the brand of opportunities so far. And now Raw is going to get the next pick. And it looks like Monday Night Raw is going to grab Robert Roode. Again, a talent that a lot of people would consider to be somebody that has not been utilized that well since coming to WWE, and looks like Robert Roode is going to be joining the Raw brand. Again, very, very strong picks here in this round. Looking forward to seeing what this next round has in store as we are going to continue on here. As NXT going to get their next pick, it looks like NXT is going to grab Jackson Riker. Jackson Riker was already in the Universe mode on NXT, but it looks like Jackson Riker going to be rejoining the brand. As now I am going to grab Jackson Riker here, and he is, again, another pick here for the NXT brand. And now we are going in for SmackDown's next pick. Who is SmackDown going to grab? SmackDown, of course, is going to grab, looks like, Gentleman Jack Gallagher. Again, another talent that a lot of people will consider to be underutilized, somebody who should be bigger than who they already are. And it looks like SmackDown is going to be also the land of the cruiserweights, I guess. I mean, of course, the cruiserweight champion, Johnny Gargano, has yet to be drafted yet, but we are to see what is going to be coming next here, as now we are heading into Raw's next pick, as Monday Night Raw is going to grab, going to be Apollo Crews. Again, a very, very good pick here by Monday Night Raw. Apollo Crews, a former United States champion, former Intercontinental champion. Apollo Crews looking to make a big name for himself over on the red brand. All right, pretty good stuff so far. Oh, didn't shuffle, but that's fine. We don't got to shuffle this round. Next pick is going to be for NXT, and NXT looking to grab Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin going to NXT. Very, very impressive pick here by NXT. Former Intercontinental champion, former United States champion, former tag team champion. Benjamin has done it all except for wrestling NXT. So Benjamin looking to make a name for himself over on the black and gold brand. And now SmackDown looking to get the next pick here, as SmackDown is going to grab, it looks like SmackDown's going to grab Chad Gable. Chad Gable, a wrestler who a lot of people consider to be, again, very underappreciated. And now Chad Gable looking to join the brand of opportunity. And now Raw going to be getting their next pick. So far, 15 picks have been chosen. But who is Raw going to grab here? And it looks like Raw is going to grab the Apex Predator, Randy Orton, one of the best pro wrestlers of all time. Randy Orton, very, very big pick for Monday Night Raw. And Randy Orton looking to do some damage on the red brand and hopefully call himself a 15-time world champion if he can outlast any of these guys on the red brand. And we still have more to come on this draft here for Raw, and we are just going to keep going here. NXT going to grab their next pick, as NXT looking to get, and it looks like NXT is possibly going to get Andrade here, and NXT does get Andrade. Very big pick here. Former NXT champion, former United States champion. Of course, Andrade, just a decorated wrestler all around the world, and Andrade looking forward to seeing what he'll do on the black and gold brand. And now SmackDown's next pick, of course, SmackDown's next pick is going to be Drew Gulak. I mean, like I said before, this has got to be the land of the cruiserweights here. I mean, Drew Gulak, a former cruiserweight champion, and Drew Gulak, one of the best technical wrestlers in the world, looking to join the blue brand to hopefully prove himself on SmackDown. And of course, we are going to continue on here, as it looks like the next pick for Monday Night Raw is going to indeed be, looks like it's going to be Aleister Black. Oh, wait, no. Oh, it is Aleister Black. Again, very good pick here for Monday Night Raw, as Aleister Black, a former NXT champion, looking to once again prove himself on the red brand, of course. As now we are going to be heading into the next round here. We're, of course, going to shuffle this a few times. As now we are going to continue with the draft. As now we are going to spin the wheel again. And the next pick for NXT looks to be Samoa Joe. Good pick for the NXT brand. Former 3-time NXT champion, former United States champion Samoa Joe. Joe looking to continue to be a main event player on NXT, as now we are going to continue with the draft, of course. As SmackDown is going to get The Fiend. The Fiend is on SmackDown. Now, of course, I couldn't find a Fiend. There was no Fiend picture, so Bray Wyatt is going to be without the Fiend mask, at least for now, as Bray Wyatt is now on the blue brand. All right. Monday Night Raw's next pick is going to be Oh, Raw is going to grab the Velveteen Dream. A very interesting pick for Monday Night Raw. Former NXT North American champion did not reach his strides on NXT, looking to reach his strides on the main roster. All right, good picks this round. And of course, still more picks to come for each brand here. And we're just going to keep going right away here. As NXT's next pick is going to be, looks like it's going to be Rusev, but it's going to be Humberto Carrillo. Humberto Carrillo, definitely a good pick here. Another talent that a lot of people consider that should be used better, and hopefully in NXT, Humberto Carrillo can be utilized better. So as Humberto Carrillo going to be joining the Black and Gold brand. I mean, definitely not the biggest pick after Samoa Joe, but still pretty good. And now going to SmackDown is going to be, of course, The Miz, former WWE champion. Of course, The Miz is definitely going to make a statement for himself. Former United States champion, former Intercontinental champion, former tag team champion. The Miz has done it all. But can The Miz continue his success over on SmackDown? As, again, we're just going to have to find out. And now I'm trying to find The Miz. Hang on a minute, guys. Just let's hope no one forgot about him. Oh, my God. Someone forgot The Miz. Hold on a minute. I might. Oh, there's The Miz. Jeez, I thought The Miz was lost. Jeez, I thought we almost lost The Miz. Jesus, my God, that was scary. That was pretty impressive draft so far, of course. And now we are going to be heading into our next Raw pick here. As now Monday Night Raw going to get. Looks like Monday Night Raw is indeed going to get. No, Rusev going to Monday Night Raw. Former United States champion Rusev looking to once again make some future success over on Raw. Again, very, very good picks once again. We're going to shuffle this up a few times to make this a little fair here. And now we are going to continue to spin. As NXT looks like they are going to grab the Brian Kendrick. Brian Kendrick again. Next pick for the Black and Gold brand. A wily veteran in his own right, former tag team champion Brian Kendrick, looking to make a name for himself on NXT. And now the next pick for SmackDown going to be, of course, Pete Dunne joining the Blue brand. Pete Dunne joining the Blue brand, of course. Pete Dunne looking to make a name for himself on SmackDown. Of course, Pete Dunne, former United Kingdom champion, former NXT Tag Team champion, Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic winner, and it looks like Monday Night Raw grabbing Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler, again, another impressive pick here for Monday Night Raw. Former World Champion, former Intercontinental Champion, former Tag Team Champion Dolph Ziggler, looking to, once again, make his name for himself here. But, you know what? We're just going to spin again. I think it's pretty fair here. And NXT looking to grab Cassius Ohno. Cassius Ohno has not been able to do a whole lot in NXT, but Cassius Ohno looking to hopefully make his mark here. As now we are going to get set for SmackDown's next pick. As SmackDown is going to grab, it looks like it is going to be R-Truth. R-Truth joining the Blue brand. Former United States champion, 24/7 champion, you name it. R-Truth has done it. But is that going to be enough for R-Truth to really be able to succeed on SmackDown? Just going to have to wait and see, man. Just going to wait and see. And it looks like Monday Night Raw is indeed going to grab Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin, once again, going to the Raw brand. And now Baron Corbin. Let me see if I can find him. And yes, I can. Baron Corbin is indeed officially on Raw. Very good. You know what? We're gonna once again just not even gonna shuffle it. We're just gonna see what's gonna happen here. And Matt Riddle joining NXT. Very, very good stuff here. Matt Riddle joining NXT, and it looks like Matt Riddle again, former NXT Tag Team Champion, former Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic winner, former United States Champion, Raw Tag Team Champion. Matt Riddle looking to make a name for himself on NXT once again, but now it looks like the blue brand is going to have to answer that, and it looks like SmackDown is going to get Harper. Harper again. Harper going to the blue brand. Very good pick here for SmackDown. As again, Harper, former Intercontinental Champion, former SmackDown Tag Team Champion. Harper has done it all on SmackDown, but can the world title go to Harper? We're just going to have to wait and find out. As next up, we are going to be shuffling this again. And, of course, going to Monday Night Raw is going to be Limitless Keith Lee. Keith Lee joining the Raw brand. Very impressive stuff here by Monday Night Raw, grabbing Keith Lee. It's definitely looking like Raw is going to have the best roster here, shockingly. But, again, that's remaining to be seen as we're going to shuffle this once again here. And once again, NXT going to grab their next pick here. Is NXT going to get a huge pick here? It looks like NXT is going to grab No Way Jose. That's very, very interesting. Don't know. That's very curious. No Way Jose going to the NXT brand. As I got to find No Way Jose. He is right here. I'm going to put him over in the NXT brand. And now we are going to look for the next blue brand superstar, as SmackDown is looking to grab Akira Tozawa. Okay. Former Cruiserweight champion. Once again, SmackDown being the land of the Cruiserweights. So, of course, Akira Tozawa going to be joining the SmackDown brand. And joining Monday Night Raw is going to be AJ Styles. Styles joining Monday Night Raw. The wheel and absolute craziness here, as AJ, former WWE champion, former United States champion, former Intercontinental champion, former Raw Tag Team champion. AJ Styles joining Monday Night Raw with Gallows, Anderson, and Adam Cole. Man, the Elite are just going to run rampant on Raw. But now it is time to continue the draft here, as we are going to be going with the wheel again. NXT going to grab Braun Strowman. Very interesting pick there for NXT. Big name, I guess. Again, NXT focusing more on big guys this time around. Very, very curious as to why they're doing that, but we'll figure that out later. As next up, we are going to be taking a look at who looks like SmackDown is going to grab EC3. EC3, the next pick on the draft. EC3, again, has not done a lot on the main roster, but it looks like EC3 going to be joining the blue brand. And of course, the next pick for Raw is going to be, of course, Mike Kanellis. Very interesting pick for Monday Night Raw, as we still got a lot of big names on the board. But again, we don't know what's going to happen here. It just looks like Mike Kanellis is going to be joining Monday Night Raw, and it looks like the Power of Love could take over the red brand. But only time will tell, as we are going to be continuing the draft here. As the next pick for NXT looks like it is going to be The Big Show. No more BS, says The Big Show. And The Big Show joining Black and Gold brand. Can Big Show get one more championship win under his belt? We will see about that. as now we are going to be taking a look at who SmackDown is going to get, as SmackDown is going to get, SmackDown going to get Bobby Lashley. Lashley, a former WWE champion, Intercontinental champion, United States champion, ECW champion. Bobby Lashley has done it all, but now he's back on the blue brand in a long time. And now Monday Night Raw going to grab their next pick here, as Raw is going to get, it looks like it might be Eric Young, but it is going to be the Cruiserweight champion, Johnny Gargano. So Johnny Gargano joining Tommaso Ciampa and his wife, Raw Women's Champion Candice LeRae, over on the red brand. So Johnny Gargano going to be representing 205 Live and Monday Night Raw as the Cruiserweight champion. I mean, this is definitely a very, very, very big pick over there for Monday Night Raw. And now it looks like NXT is going to get their next pick here, as NXT is going to get, again, another big guy, Lars Sullivan. Lars Sullivan joining NXT. Sullivan, again, has not made a lot of championship success, but he might be looking to start now over on NXT. As now we are going to get set with the next pick here for SmackDown, as SmackDown is looking to get Eric Young. I mean, don't take Eric Young lightly. Eric Young can still do quite a lot. So, don't shove him off just yet. I mean, he was in the finals of the Universal Championship tournament. So, I mean, Eric Young has what it takes. As now we are going to look and see who Monday Night Raw is going to grab. And Monday Night Raw is looking to get Arya Daivari. Arya Daivari going to be joining Raw. Just give me, oh gosh. Hold on a minute. Now I just want to get rid of that. And then we're going to do this. As Arya Daivari going to be joining the Raw brand. Nice. Very good. Again, another interesting pick here for Monday Night Raw. Going to be joining very, very interesting picks this most recent round. And now it looks like we are going to be getting our next pick for NXT. As NXT looking to get, was NXT going to get, as NXT is going to get Kane. Again, a veteran. Well, again, don't know why NXT isn't grabbing any of the younger talent here, but again, this might be foreshadowing what's going to happen later on. So I mean, who knows? So Kane's the next pick for Monday Night for NXT, who is going to SmackDown, and it looks like SmackDown is going to get Mark Andrews. Again, pretty interesting pick here, even though, like I said, again, SmackDown is the land of the cruiserweights right now. So, I mean, it is a wonder to see how Mark Andrews is going to do on SmackDown, but only time will tell. As Raw is going to be grabbing their next pick here, as Raw is going to get, looks like it is going to get Titus O'Neil. Yes, Titus O'Neil going to be joining the Raw brand. Congratulations, Titus. Titus Worldwide is looking to take over on Raw. Nope, he's not on SmackDown. Titus is going to Raw, I think. Yes, I am not mistaken. He should be. All right, NXT's next pick here. Still a lot of big names on the board. Who is NXT going to grab? It looks like NXT is, of course, going to grab Rey Mysterio. Very interesting pick here, as Rey Mysterio joining the Black and Gold brand, one of the best little men, one of the biggest little men of sports entertainment, Rey Mysterio, looking to hopefully win one more championship in his long, illustrious career, as the Blue brand going to grab their next pick here, as the Blue brand is going to grab Ricochet. Interesting. Ricochet joining the Blue brand. Ricochet is somebody that has not done well on the main roster thus far, but looks like Ricochet is going to be indeed joining the Blue brand. As now we are, of course, going to be continuing. Oh, wait, I know what I did wrong. Okay, so that got fixed. All right, time to see who's going to Monday Night Raw. Again, still a lot of big names on the list here. As it looks like Raw is going to grab Tony Nese. Tony Nese, a former Cruiserweight champion, looking to make a name for himself on Raw. And now he's going to be right on the Raw brand. And now we are just going to continue on with this. Who is going to the red brand, or the black and gold brand? It looks like it is going to indeed be Elias. Elias joining NXT. Elias has not done much on the black and gold brand, on any brand, so hopefully a new change of pace will help him out as he now joins the NXT brand. And now we are going to continue on here with the blue brand, as the blue brand is going to select, it looks like it'll be Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong going to be joining his Undisputed Era brethren on SmackDown, but that means Adam Cole is going to be left alone on Raw, but he might not be left alone for long, as Roderick Strong joins the blue brand. And Roderick Strong looking to make a big name for himself on SmackDown. And now Monday Night Raw going to grab their next pick here, as Monday Night Raw going to grab Heath Slater. Heath Slater joining Monday Night Raw. He's got kids, so this is definitely big news for him. Definitely going to look forward to see what he's going to be doing on Monday nights. But now it is time to once again continue on with the draft here, as we are going to shuffle a little bit here to make things, to spice it up. And it looks like NXT going to grab Shane Thorne. Again, NXT not utilizing their, obviously their picking has not been great. So it looks like Shane Thorne going to be joining the NXT roster here. And now we are going to continue on, as SmackDown is looking to get, with SmackDown going to get, it looks like SmackDown's getting Drew McIntyre. Damn. Drew McIntyre going to SmackDown. It looks like Drew has indeed just may have punched his ticket to a WWE Championship match against Roman Reigns, but again, that is, time has yet to tell. As now Monday Night Raw, we still got a few picks left here. And who is Monday Night Raw going to get? Monday Night Raw going to grab Sami Zayn from everywhere else. So Sami Zayn joining the Raw brand. Again, very good pick here for Monday Night Raw. And now Sami Zayn joins the Raw brand. As we continue on, we still got quite a few picks here. We got 5 more picks left, and it looks like NXT is going to be grabbing Kalisto. Good pick here. Kalisto going to the black and gold brand. Very interesting pick here. And of course, Raw or SmackDown is going to get, it looks like SmackDown's getting Mojo Rawley. Mojo Rawley going to go to SmackDown. Mojo Rawley going to SmackDown indeed. And so now we are going, as now we have 3 picks left. Who is going to Raw? It's going to be Nakamura, Sin Cara, or John Cena. And it looks like it could be John Cena going, but it could be Sin Cara. Sin Cara goes to Monday Night Raw, and now we are left with John Cena and Shinsuke Nakamura left. Who is going to be joining NXT here? We're now down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. We are indeed down. We're now at that point. Who is joining the black and gold brand? Is it going to be Shinsuke Nakamura or John Cena? God, I'm a little worried to find out, but we got to do it anyway. Going to NXT. Looks like NXT is going to grab Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura joining the black and gold brand. which means that John Cena going to SmackDown. That's going to be a hell of a ride. As now we're going to officially put John Cena on the blue brand, which officially means that the draft has completed, which means that we will take a look at the finalized rosters right now. Let us look at the rosters here. Of course, we got Monday Night Raw's roster. Looks very, very jam-packed. Of course, we got SmackDown. Got some highlights in there, of course. And then we have NXT's roster. Some big names, but again, I think NXT did a very good job. I think every brand did a great job. And I think you all did a great job. So, I mean, it's going to be very interesting universe mode, which is gonna be coming soon, of course. Don't know when, don't know how, but it's coming soon. And with that being said, I think that's about it. I think we basically said, I think I did everything and said everything that I need to be said here. And hell, man, it's going to be interesting universe mode. So thank you guys for watching. This is the Osnator signing out. Take care, guys.
That's awesome.